Chile, a land of breathtaking landscapes and rich history, hides a darker side, one filled with chilling tales of restless spirits and haunted places. In this video, we'll take you deep into the top 15 most haunted places in Chile, where ghostly encounters, eerie whispers, and mysterious figures lurk in the shadows. If you dare to explore the unknown, join us as we uncover the most terrifying locations in the country. Are you ready to step into the supernatural? 1. La Moneda Palace, Santiago. As the sun sets over Santiago, La Moneda Palace transforms from a symbol of power to a place shrouded in mystery. The walls, once stained by political violence, still echo with the screams of those who perished in the 1973 coup. Step inside and you might feel it, a presence, watching. Visitors report hearing footsteps that follow them through the empty halls, whispers in the dead of night, as if the spirits of tortured souls still roam these corridors. Are they trying to tell you their story, or are they waiting for something or someone? 2. Cementerio General, Santiago. As you enter the Cementerio General, the immense silence of the sprawling graveyard surrounds you. It's not just the graves that seem endless, but the stories buried beneath them. Visitors have seen figures dressed in old, tattered clothes, walking aimlessly among the graves. Late at night, the sound of children laughing has been heard, yet there are no children here. The question is, are they playing, or are they calling you to join them? 3. Pampa Union, Antofagasta. In the barren wasteland of the desert stands Pampa Union, a forgotten mining town. Walking through its dust-covered streets, you feel eyes on you, though no one is there. Once home to thousands of workers, the silence is deafening. At dusk, the wind carries faint voices, long dead but persistent. There are whispers of miners who never left, their spirits bound to the land, forever wandering in search of peace. The empty houses feel alive with their presence, and as darkness falls, you realize you're not alone. 4. Hotel Carrera, Santiago. In the dead of night, the Hotel Carrera feels like a place trapped in time. Once a luxurious getaway, now it's home to something far more sinister. Guests have spoken of doors that slam on their own, and of the sound of footsteps pacing back and forth outside their rooms. But when they look, no one is there. In the halls, mirrors show more than just your reflection. They reveal shadowy figures lurking behind you, watching, waiting. The hotel might be empty of guests, but its rooms are never truly unoccupied. 5. Isla de la Luna, Panguipulli. Isla de la Luna lies in isolation, its beauty masking a dark history. Legend speaks of witches and rituals that once took place here. As you step onto the island, the air grows thick with a heavy, unnatural silence. At night, strange lights float across the water, and disembodied voices drift through the trees. Visitors claim to have seen figures moving in the shadows, always just out of sight. The island is alive with an energy that pulls you deeper into its haunted heart. Beware, once you set foot here, it may never let you leave. 6. Salitrera Humberstone, Huique. The abandoned town of Humberstone stands as a relic of Chile's mining past. Walking through its desolate streets, you hear it. Laughter. Children's laughter. But when you look, the school is empty, the playground long since deserted. The wind carries voices that don't belong to the living, and if you listen closely, you'll hear the faint sound of machinery, the echo of an industry that died decades ago. Those who once lived and worked here may be gone, but their spirits remain, lingering in the shadows. 7. Palacio Concha, Santiago. The Grand Palacio Concha looms over the city, its beauty now overshadowed by the darkness that resides within. The spirit of its original owner still walks the halls, unsettled by his untimely death. Visitors report seeing the flicker of candlelight moving through empty rooms, only to find no one there. The chill in the air grows as objects move on their own, and whispers echo from the shadows. The mansion holds its secrets tightly, but the spirits here are eager to share their story with anyone brave enough to listen. 8. Pisagua, Tarapacá. The seaside town of Pisagua may seem peaceful by day, but at night, the ghosts of its dark history come alive. The town was used as a detention center during the military regime, and many met their fate here. As you walk through the empty streets, the wind carries the cries of prisoners, desperate for freedom. The sound of chains dragging across the ground has been heard by those brave enough to stay after dark. The souls trapped in this place are restless, searching for a way to escape their eternal torment. 9. Valparaiso Cemetery, Valparaiso. Perched on the cliffs overlooking the ocean, Valparaiso Cemetery is a place of sorrow and unrest. Visitors have reported seeing figures in old-fashioned clothing, walking silently among the tombstones. The sea breeze brings whispers from beyond the grave, and at night, the spirits of sailors and lost souls rise from their graves. Some have felt an invisible hand brush against their skin, as if the dead are reaching out, trying to pull them into their world. Once the sun sets, the boundary between the living and the dead blurs in this ancient cemetery. 10. Teatro Municipal de Santiago, Santiago. The grandeur of the Teatro Municipal de Santiago fades as the lights dim. Backstage, whispers of a forgotten actress echo through the halls. She died in a fire, but her spirit remains, bound to the stage where she once performed. Cast members and staff have seen her ghostly figure in the wings, preparing for a performance that will never come. Her presence is strongest just before the curtain rises, as if she's waiting for her final bow. But beware, if you see her, it may be your last performance too. 11. La Casa Dubois, Valparaiso. Inn. La Casa Dubois. The walls hold secrets that no one dares to speak aloud. The decaying mansion is said to be haunted by its former owner, who met a mysterious and tragic end. Shadows flicker in the windows, and visitors report seeing a dark figure standing at the top of the grand staircase. The air grows heavy with the weight of unfinished business, and the spirit that resides here is not at rest. Some say if you listen closely, you can hear his final words, whispered in your ear, just before he appears behind you. 12. Fuerte Bulnes, Punta Arenas. The isolated Fuerte Bulnes in the southern wilderness is a place of silence, but not of peace. Visitors have heard the sounds of battle, the clash of swords, the cries of soldiers, as if the fort's bloody history is still playing out in the shadows. On dark, cold nights, ghostly figures have been seen marching along the battlements, their faces twisted in anguish. The spirits of soldiers long dead are trapped here, fighting an endless war, and if you stand too close, you might feel them brush past you as they march into eternity. 13. Hacienda El Huique, Colchagua Valley. The Hacienda El Huique stands as a beautiful estate in the Colchagua Valley, but beauty is only skin deep. The mansion is haunted by the ghosts of servants and guests, forever lingering in the halls where they once lived and worked. Visitors have reported hearing footsteps in the corridors, voices calling out from empty rooms, and the unmistakable feeling of being watched. In the dead of night, the spirits of the past come out to play, inviting you to stay forever. 14. San Juan de Dios Hospital, Santiago. The San Juan de Dios Hospital is more than just a place of healing. It's a place of death. Many patients died here during past epidemics, and their spirits are said to wander the hallways. Doctors and nurses have reported seeing figures in hospital gowns, shuffling through the corridors, only to vanish into thin air. The air is thick with the scent of decay, and the groans of the dying can still be heard in the darkest corners of the building. Be careful where you walk. Some patients never leave. 14. San Juan de Dios Hospital, Santiago. The San Juan de Dios Hospital is more than just a place of healing. It's a place of death. Many patients died here during past epidemics, and their spirits are said to wander the hallways. Doctors and nurses have reported seeing figures in hospital gowns, shuffling through the corridors, only to vanish into thin air. The air is thick with the scent of decay, and the groans of the dying can still be heard in the darkest corners of the building. Be careful where you walk. Some patients never leave. You've just journeyed through the top 15 most haunted places in Chile, where the line between the living and the dead blurs, and the past never truly rests. Whether you're a paranormal enthusiast or simply curious, these haunted sites are guaranteed to leave you questioning what lies beyond. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling content. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and beware of the ghosts that follow.